You know, it's crap. Now, in this case, the good thing is that the first ingredient is roasted peanuts.
Yay!
Second ingredient is sugar. And the third ingredient is the worst of all, hydrogenated oil, which is a combination of cottonseed, soybean, and rapeseed, which is canola. It has nothing to do with raping somebody. And then,
well, they're raping our wallet.
They're raping your wallet. You're damn right.
Crap.
You're damn right. And then they have.
Remember that cottonseed pesticides are used on that.
And then salt and.
What happened to the other sugar? There was another sugar there, corn syrup or something.
You know what? I need a new prescription for these friggin' reading glasses.
Oh God!
All right. Okay. It just says cottonseed, soybean, and rapeseed hydrogenated, which is trans fats, which is very dangerous to your health.
Clogs the arteries.
All right. Added to prevent separation, and then salt. Oh, heaven forbid America has to stir the peanut oil that floats to the top naturally to stir it up and then put it in the refrigerator. Oh, that's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
So they have to make it easy for you by putting this poison in, which is hydrogenated oils.
Mm-hmm.
And hydrogenated trans fats are carcinogenic, and they create a lot of free radicals.
And they clog your arteries.
And they contribute to heart disease, along with a high sugar diet, of course. But so that's it. Chisler's Hall of Shame, company that makes Skippy peanut butter, Nutella, Jif or Peter Pan also, and also the who makes the Oreo cookie, which is loaded with trans fats. It's not real cream in the middle. It's sugar and trans fats. Is that Nabisco?
Hydrogenated oil in
I don't know if it's Nabisco.
Yeah. Oh, who the hell knows these days?
Everybody's getting bought out by somebody.
Yeah.
And they make sure that the ingredients are in very fine print too. Or I mean, all the corporate details.
That too, yeah. Sometimes it's a hell of a job to find out who the hell, is responsible for making something these days.
I don't know. It's some company I never heard of. But anyway, that's it. That's it for the Chisler's.
And they dare call it food.
And they dare call it food, yes.
Yeah.
Chisler's Hall of Shame. But that Microsoft is so infuriating. How come every new computer in the world has to automatically, by default, come with Windows?
They did that years ago.
Can't they have one with Windows and one with nothing so you can put Linux on it?
They could. These days there are some being put Linux on them. But the point is, that's what happened in the early days, was that's how Windows got that much of the market. 95% of the market was because they put their operating system on the computers.
Yeah. And Bill Gates was able to, through underhanded tactics, get to the top.
He who
is
makes haste
to get rich. He who makes haste to get rich shall not be innocent.
Correct.
And as the nail sticketh between the stones, so does sin stick to buying and selling.
Yeah.
So this whole thing about, hey buddy, this whole thing about that was just the cat.
The mouser wants to go OUT.
That was Steve the cat. He looks just like Felix, by the way.
Open the door for him.
He's out. It's open.
The door's open?
Yes.
Oh, then he's out.
That's what I told you. He's out.
Hasta. By the way, I wanted to add something here.
Yeah, what was I saying?
Last night after I did
Windows.
all my work, and well, I'm going to get, if you want to stay on Windows, I'll get back there. But this just flowed into my mind. Yesterday, as I said, I did a lot of work and finished the book that I was doing research on.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked up and began Mr. Ventura's new book,
Ah.
The Demi-Crypts
Oh, where is it?
and the Republican.
Where is it?
It's buried.
It is?
Yeah, because it's the first.
Oh, I
I'm
see
reading
it.
Yeah.
Well,
Republican.
I want to plug it later on, after
Well, we
the
just
break.
plugged it now.
No, I want to show it.
The point is, Mr. Ventura has given up his allegiance to a third party.
No more Reform Party?
No parties at all.
Oh, he's an independent, but he's not going...
No parties at all.
He's still an independent.
That's a party.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
No party.
The independent...
Individuals.
Independent is made up of many...
That's what you think it is today,
Parties.
but it's a party. It's still a party.
You mean there's actually a main office called the Independent Political Party of America?
Probably.
No, you have the Green Party. You have the Reform Party.
You'll have to check the ballots. There's always independent on there.
He's an independent, but he's not affiliated to any party. Because he's probably seeing a lot of crap going on with the parties.
Well, that's what I just said. But I've been saying that for years.
Mm-hmm.
No parties. Okay? No parties.
Man, you sure
Just individuals.
you sure buried Jesse Ventura here.
Yeah, well now you're going to screw up my,
Not really. Well, I don't understand why Jesse, since it's a recent book, why he's so freaking buried.
Because he's the first one in my list. When I begin my reading, he's on top. This is upside down.
Jesse Ventura, New York Times best-selling author Jesse Ventura, with Dick Russell, The Demo Crips and Rebloodlicans, No More Gangs in Government. Let me know if they could see it.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah. Ah! Too much!
No, I know, but I want them to feel the energy.
Oh, jeez.
And to be able to see it. See? Jesse Ventura's new book, get it now. And now Jesse Ventura has no allegiance to any parties. He's a very smart man for doing so. And good luck to Jesse Ventura, because I know that Book-Trutv is screwing him over, has been screwing him. Book-Trutv has been screwing Jesse Ventura over, without a doubt. No wonder they got nasty with me, Book-Trutv. I posted something a few times about how come they're not advertising, or they're not advertising when the shows are being played on Book-Trutv, and they're not playing the reruns. And the guy got a little nasty with me in his language, and he said, and then they says you don't see them on Book-Trutv because the season has ended. So my answer was, but usually, generally, in cable and major network TV, when the season ends for a show, usually they play the reruns until the new season begins. But there's no reruns to be found. Not even late at night on the weekends. No reruns to be found of Jesse Ventura Conspiracy Theory. So of course they're screwing around with them, or they're told to screw around and sabotage conspiracy
Whenever
theory
they move a program around on TV,
without telling the public.
well, that's what it's about. Because they know they will lose viewership.
Well,
That way.
their hottest show. Well, first of all, I hear many of their programs are not like they say. Book-Trutv is not reality; it's actuality, something like that. Actuality, true TV, truthfulness. I heard that a lot of the shows are made to be overly dramatic. they're tampered with. They make them. They enhance the dramatization of the supposed actuality of the show. Like, you know, you have shows like Hardcore Porn, and other shows that are very popular. What is it? South Beach Towing, produced by Jennifer Lopez. She's starting to. J-Lo's starting to. She wants to be another Oprah. She wants to be this.
Queen Oprah.
This queen. She wants to be Queen J-Lo, just like Oprah. She wants to produce shows and movies, and so very massive ego on people like that. J-Lo. It used to be Martha Stewart with the massive ego, but I think well, Martha Stewart humbled herself because she's on internet. She's
Create TV.
She's on internet dating now, I hear.
Dating?
Yeah, she can't
She's
find.
on Create TV. She's got a cooking school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, J-Lo wants to be another Oprah and become this big giant. But anyway, Book-Trutv does, I believe, and that's what I was told, dramatize their program. So it's not actuality, is actuality and then some. You know, but anyway, they don't tell you when Jesse's show is on. They shift it around constantly, shuffle it around, but you know when all the other shows are going to be on. You know the time slot that they're on every week, like clockwork. But they don't tell you when Jesse's show is going to be on. And of course, they do not any longer, for quite some time now, play the reruns. They don't play the reruns. So he finished season 3. Finished season 3 without a static time slot.
Yeah.
He has a dynamic time slot, which means it changes constantly without notice. No reliable, steady time slot, and no reruns. So you know that Book-Trutv is screwing around with Jesse Ventura's program. Anyway, let us sink our teeth into these readings.
Incense.
Incense or incest?
Incense.
You mean
The smoke.
the aroma?
The aroma smoke of the Shaolin.
Shaolin.
The Shaolin priest.
Do they use the frankincense and myrrh or myrrh that I think the Catholic Church uses? I wonder what they use.
Who the hell knows?
Incense.
Incense
Soy sauce?
has become popular at religious services and secular events. Is it harmful to breathe?
It's good for a little jacuzzi rendezvous, too.
Incense traditionally refers to any combination of biological materials that produce a fragrant smoke when ignited or blown out
Well, you light it
and allowed to smolder.
it smolders. Yeah, you light it until there's a sizable flame, and then you blow it out, and then it like a cigar.
They may include woods, spices, herbs,
It's like
oils, and more.
like sandalwood, which happens to smell very nice.
Incense is used for everything from making odors to adding an exotic touch to your yoga classes.
I wouldn't put incense in my yogurt. I like raw honey. I like strawberries. I like
To chasing away demons.
yoga.
Yoga, not yogurt. And various.
I modified the levity bells. I added 3 more old-fashioned jingle bells, and I have no more. It's at its maximum now.
And various evil spirits. Not bad for a cure-all, and it's inexpensive too.
Don't they call this aromatherapy?
Alas,
Yeah.
breathing incense is a health risk.
Like secondhand smoke?
Its particulates can contain possible carcinogens such as polyaromatic hydrocarbons.
So make sure you have a window open. If it's winter time, make sure you have open a window a couple inches.
Carbanols and benzene. Studies indicate that frequent or long-term use may significantly increase one's risk of developing cancer.
It's a secondhand smoke.
Not that you need to worry about enjoying a little incense on occasion, but don't get in the habit of using it often.
Well, wouldn't it be funny if, no, it wouldn't be funny, but it'll be funny, but it'll be kind of sick too. If somebody performed incest, burning incense.
Ah, my God! The Tesla Motors Model S electric car has tied an older Lexus for highest score ever recorded in Consumer Reports magazine's automotive testing.
Really? Wow.
The Model S, which starts at $62,400.
Chiseler's Hall of Shame. What company makes this?
Tesla.
They had the nerve to use that great man's name and chisel and rip the consumer off by charging over 60 grand for an electric car. Shame on you. Gee, this is the kind of American capitalism that Republicans embrace, isn't it?
And that is after a federal tax credit.
That's after the tax credit?
Yeah.
What miserable bastards.
It scored 99 points on a scale of 100 in the magazine's battery of tests. It accelerates, handles and brakes like a sports car. It has a ride and quietness of a luxury car, and is far more energy efficient than the best hybrid cars.
Now, you hearing all this? I just want you people to know that this invention, this concept of an electric car that can really move quick has been around for decades.
Over 40 years.
40 years. They didn't want you to know this. They held it back.
General Motors once promoted them and were making them until they the word of God was
You mean the
the
oil?
fear of God
You
was
mean
put into
the oil companies?
yeah.
The people that were in bed with the Bush family?
No, it was before that. This
Before
was
the Bushies.
40 years
Oh,
ago.
40 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they wanted to sell gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how capitalism is?
The magazine tested the Model S that cost $89,650 and was equipped with an 85 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery that's larger than the standard battery.
Okay. Now, mind you, there are electric cars now for the average folk that are not high performance. So all is not lost, but these humble cars are not cheap. So to go green, so to speak, like I told you, my friend Iron Man Vinny Blake was told that if he puts solar panels on his roof, his taxes will go up, his property taxes will go up. So it's not easy to go green.
How indeed, because they don't want it. The big corps don't want it.
So they're price gouging people to go green, so people don't go green.
Well, at least the majority.
Yeah, but if
One or two, don't matter.
But if the rich go green, it's not going to make a dent. It's not going to do anything for the cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, not at all.
Now, speaking of others, there's the Volt and etc. and the Nissan Leaf. But the Nissan Leaf only gets 100 miles on a charge.
Yeah, don't go across.
Now, I have a friend that comes visiting from around Pittsburgh to here. That would be no good.
Where's he going to plug in?
Yeah, well, along the way, he would need a charge, yeah.
Yeah, or God forbid, if somebody had to go across the Mojave Desert or something.
Yeah.
Route 66.
Yeah, or that highway in Las Vegas. that just goes on forever or whatever.
Yeah, what do you plug into? A tumbleweed, a cactus? I mean,
So, this is, they've got to do a little better.
even if
on
you
this
put
stuff.
solar panels on the roof of an electric
What
car.
about that airplane? The solar airplane.
Oh, let me ask you a question. Does it need a head start? Does it have to be lifted by
No.
a standard plane?
It's got batteries that, the charge can be saved in
Yeah,
because
but
it landed in the dark.
does it take off from the ground on its
Yes.
own? On its
Own
own?
power.
It actually takes off on its own power?
It cannot fly through clouds, however. You know what I'm saying?
So it has to fly low.
Yeah. Well, it could go on battery power for a while, but it
Limited.
needs the sun. It needs the sun.
So you have to really pay attention to the weather.
But they
forecast.
flew from wherever the other day to wherever, and they landed in the dark on battery
Strange.
power.
And they actually are able to take off from the ground? I find that hard to believe. From the ground with the solar plane?
The car went from 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds. The magazine said it handled like a Porsche. Yet was the quietest car it had tested since the Lexus LS.
I'm very impressed. Not with the price, but with the invention. Very impressed. You know where they probably got the science from? Aren't the bullet trains that Europe, Japan, and China are using, aren't they like electric
Oh yeah,
powered?
but it's electric overhead.
Oh, it's like a monorail type of.
Well, all of the trains in Europe are electric.
Is it electromagnetic? You would say
overhead. No, electric overhead.
electric overhead.
I was born in Pennsylvania,
Hazleton.
Hazleton, which is some 24 miles or so from Wilkes-Barre.
Are there any?
And in my day, Wilkes-Barre had the trolleys that looked like a bus with the thing overhead, getting
Oh, yeah, the
electricity
trolley
from,
cars, yeah.
from the wires.
Like San Francisco, the Rice-A-Roni.
Well, they have a different shape of the trolley.
Different
car.
shape.
This looked like a bus.
And Brooklyn had trolleys too. Well, I mean, New York had
Well,
trolleys.
most of the places, cities and everything had them once upon a time until the oil company moved in and said no more of that shit.
Now, the trolley was pretty efficient in its day, right? It was electric, right?
Yeah.
And it was nicer than a subway, and it was better
It was
than
above ground.
and better than a bus. I don't think traffic was the issue with the trolley, right? I mean, unless some moron parked on the track, But
All right, let me finish this.
Yeah, I'll
because
finish this,
we're,
yeah.
Consumer Reports found that the Model S had a range of about 180 miles on cold winter days and 225 miles in moderate temperatures, far higher than other pure electric cars that go 75 or 80 miles on a single charge. Tesla says the battery car can go 300 miles at 55 miles per hour.
wow.
Charging the Model S costs about $9 at the national average of 11 cents a kilowatt hour, the magazine said, making the car equal to running a conventional vehicle on gasoline that costs $120 a gallon. Yeah, where's $120 a gallon right now?
Wait a minute. You're talking about 120 cents a gallon?
$1.20.
$1.20.
Yeah.
$1.20 a gallon.
Where you got that? today?
Where? Where are you going to get that? Maybe Venezuela?
No, it's 30 some cents, I think, down there. Same thing in
Wow.
Saudi Arabia. I think it's 31 cents a gallon or something.
If gas was where it's supposed to be, which is the 30 some odd cents a gallon, that's the real fair price for gas. I bet you would see all
Well,
those.
that's when you're a producing country.
I bet you would see all those big muscle cars that you like
Whoa!
come back.
The magazine calculated that the Model S got the gasoline equivalent of 84 miles per gallon. The Model S, though, didn't get Consumer Reports' coveted recommended buy rating because the magazine doesn't have sufficient data to judge reliability of the car, which went on sale last year. The car was not without shortcomings. Consumer Reports said its drawbacks include limited range, long charging times, and coupe-like styling that hinders rear visibility and crimps passenger access. The magazine also was concerned about buying a car from a startup company with no track record of reliability or resale value and a small service network. The Model S tied a Lexus 460L full-size luxury car tested in 2007 for the record high score.
Right. Interesting. Well, you know what? People,
the electric car is the way to go, but
it's always been,
unfortunately, we're 40 years behind.
it's always been the way to go, and you know they tantalize you and spark your interest with the hybrid cars. The full electric car has been perfected decades ago, and it was held back purposely. So all you people screaming about the price, excuse me, all you people screaming about the price of gas today, you could thank the politicians in Washington, the conservatives in bed with the oil companies for that. You know. So that's it. We're going to take a break.
Don't forget to blame the Democrats also.
The two-party system,
Correct.
Democrats, the corporatist blue dog Democrats,
Correct.
huh?
Correct.
That have sold you out. Now, when the Democrats run for office, then they shed a tear, and they care.
I feel your pain.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain.